with the 2006 Acura TL, my new daily driver over here, we are working towards making the car look better overall. Obviously, we're going to be painting the car. In the last video, we made a lot of progress going in the right direction of getting the car painted. And in this video, we're going to focus on getting the car sitting right, getting it lowered on some proper suspension, installing some BC Racing coilovers, and we'll just have to see what else happens.
And now, you're watching the straight chaos and insanity that is the Publix Chicken Tender sub is on sale this week. Channel of YouTube. Welcome to Bodie Vision.
Hey, so what is happening? So the first thing that we want to do, well, before this video gets started, I want you to go ahead and hit subscribe. We are shooting for 100,000 subscribers by as soon as possible. So what I want to do right now, before we go ahead and throw the suspension on, do the unboxing, and do that whole thing, I want to get my tires finalized and figured out. So my front tires on this car are 215. So my front tires on this car are 215 45 17. On the rear is 225 45 17. I think the front tires, they're a little bit too small, especially for a daily application for what I'm going for. I don't even think those tires look good on these wheels in any circumstances, but the previous owner had them on a car that was kind of like slammed and stanced out. And either way, I want to get these fronts ripped off, throw them in some kind of vehicle, take them to get swapped out for the matching size of the rear tires, and then we will get the suspension on. I don't want to put the suspension on with the tires not being the right size, because that's my biggest baseline of where I want the car to sit. I like to focus on the relationship of the top of the tire and the bottom of the fender, getting rid of or making that wheel gap. I'm shooting for a minimal wheel gap, as this is going to be a daily driver. If this was going to be a show car, I mean, we would get it even lower. Let's get the wheels pulled off, man. Come on now. I was gonna take the truck, but it's raining, and in 1968, that windshield wiper motor wasn't built to last. We'll make this work. So we'll just make this work. BC Racing BR series, you know how it goes. For the TL, this is a high quality vehicle. Wanted to get some high quality stuff, the best in the game. Here we go. All the specs, disclaimer, everything. One thing about BC is they always kill it with their graphics and all that stuff. Blasted all over the box, every single paper, all their logos, all their designs. Chef's kiss good, so good. So this is for an Acura TL, for my TL. You know what it is. So this is for the rear, right here. This little eyelet style is specific to, well, not specific to, but that's what they utilize on the TL. So that's a rear right there. This is a front right here. A lot of bolts, man. That's been a continuing trend on this car. Here's another front, and then here is a rear. Yeah, you guys ever see, man, other YouTubers, they'll be like, oh, I got a pile full of garbage. You want me to sign it and send it to you? Stupid, bro. Nobody wants their garbage. Gotta get everything from the top. There's 114 on the top of the fork. A 17 bolt and nut at the bottom of the fork. And then take out your stock garbage. And this right here is a out of the box height comparison. So what you want to look at is the distance from my hand right here at this little ridge to my hand right there at the same ridge. The top is at the exact same point, meaning this one, the BC one, is about 2.5, 3 inches shorter, meaning your car will be lowered by 2.5, 3 inches just out of the box with the BC coils. Now we can go this much more lower if we wanted to, and probably quite a bit higher if we wanted to. So I think I'm just going to take it exactly how it is, throw it on there, and see what it looks like. What you think, Lola? Pretty good? Good? Good. Bro. Dude. Bro, so my face, that whole caliper spindle setup, and I would never expect it to go up, but what I realized happened, dude, that thing messed me up, bro. That hurt. So what I realized what happened is there's a sway bar on this car. So that other side is up high. This side, that sway bar was pulling up on it. That could just be from misexperience. Maybe some of you guys think I should have known better. But to be honest, bro, I understand 100% what happened now. The sway bar on that side was putting a lot of tension on this side. When that bolt came up, it got me good. Bro, that'll wake you up. I'm glad I didn't chip my teeth or brush my lip. Yeah, I mean, it busted my lip, but... And I don't think the time-lapse got it. Blood, sweat, and tears, they don't call it that for nothing. I'm gonna have a fat lip. I can tell it's gonna be low. That's about where I want it sitting ultimately. So we'll just have to see about spring rate and whatnot and how much it's going to tuck up. If I had to guess, I think I'm gonna probably want to raise it by about 1/2 of an inch. So we'll see. Don't make it way too dumped out the box, bro. That's the jack is stuck at this point, but what I got to do, like, why even keep going further? But what I got to do is I got to get it on the ground so that way I can measure how much higher it needs to be. It's bro, BC, you guys dumped it out the box. Let's get it back up in the air, or well, get it off the jack, because right now the jack is stuck. Alright, so let me just take a step back really quickly. I know I never really did a good job explaining what happened, how I busted my face up. So my face was right over the brake rotor. The brake rotor was kind of in my chest as I was taking out that bottom bolt with the fork. I had the, you know, the little impact gun in my hand, a wrench pulling that bolt out. When I pulled that bolt out, the rotor slid up, hit me right in the face, but it is all good. And the reason why it had upward tension is because of the sway bar. The one side was really high, so it was pushing that side up, which was just, that's on me, that's my bad. So moving on from that, as you can see, the car is sitting, it's sitting pretty good for how I want it, how I would want a daily to sit. Once it's all painted and I can get the side skirts back on and the bumper back on and everything, I still might go a little bit more. Also keep in mind these are going to settle a little bit, so I want to consider that fact as well. But one thing looking at the car that I do not like is the way how far in the wheels are. We definitely need some spacers for it to look a little bit better. And what we got going on right here, and these are hub centric. I feel it's always important to get hub centric spacers so that way you're not riding on the studs. 5x114, 114.3 actually, 25 mil or 1 inch. So that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Garbage, 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 garbage. Let's get those thrown on. Hopefully I don't got another Dentafix out here. Let's get those thrown on and keep this thing rolling. So as of right now, with the BC Racing BR Series full body coilovers, real nice high quality stuff. We have the car sitting. Where I like it for what it is. I feel like the wheels kind of speak to me, or they should speak to how the build should be. For example, if you have a really aggressive, meaty fitment on like more race performance style, it should be at one height. Stance boy wheels that have a stretched tire and whatnot, those should be dumped really fitted, focusing on the fitment. These being just OEM wheels, I don't know exactly where I feel like they should be, but I put them where it makes sense to me. So it's like a quarter inch away from rubbing, but I think it's going to bump up and pass beneath that fender, so I don't think I'm going to have to roll them. I don't know if I want to roll them. I feel like there's something about a car never having rolled fenders that makes it a little more higher quality of a build, but if I ever wanted to go wider, I would need to roll them before I painted the car. But either way, man, we got the fitment looking good. In the back looks a lot better. Those spacers, they're 25mm spacers. Those were definitely needed. And I think everything is looking pretty good. In the next video, I have a really cool custom touch that I'm going to be showing you. And that video will follow really closely behind this video. I definitely want to get some momentum rolling with the TL, have a video come out back to back to back, so that way you can get excited about this build. Just like I'm excited to get it painted, get it looking right, and get it done, and get it on the road. So as far as this video goes, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed already, and I will see you on the next one. I'm out.